Hey everybody, welcome to training today. Today I am going to show you how to create a claim, how to attach any attachments such as an x-ray, perio chart, and I'm also going to show you where the narrative goes, and I'll also show you where in the claim box you can put orthodontic information if this is an orthodontic claim. So I've got here, we did a crown prep. To create a claim, there's a couple of different ways you can do this. One way is to just come up to the insurance here and you can do today's procedures, or if it's yesterday's procedures, you can click on them all and then do selected procedures. So you can do today's procedures here, or you can click here onto this little icon here up on the bar and it will do the same thing. It will create that claim. To do attachments, you're going to come down and you're going to double click and you're going to open up that claim. And in this box right here, this claim information box where it says standard, if it says standard, that will tell you that there are 0 attachments on this claim, and we need for it to say non-standard. That will tell us that we have attachments. So when you open up this box, if this is a treatment that was previously pre-authorized and you put the pre-authorization information into the system, the pre-authorization number should generate right up here. If it did not, go ahead and put that number in there. That will just give the insurance company quick reference. To attach an x-ray, you're going to go in and you're going to check the radiographs enclosed. You're going to include an attachment, and it's going to bring up this box and you're going to be able to go in and select an image. Now, one thing to be aware of with this is it will allow you to pick an image. You can pick a pano, or you can select an intraoral image. You unfortunately are not able to do all of the above. So where we did a crown, I'm going to go ahead and just select the most recent PA that shows the crown. Unfortunately, this is not a great one that shows the crown, so I'm going to go ahead and select a bite wing also that shows all the tooth. You're going to hit that plus sign right there. That is going to attach those images there. So you'll see that there are 2 images there. This is also where you would attach a secondary EOB. Into the document center, you could go ahead and attach a primary EOB. From here, if you click on document center, it does open the patient's document center and you're able to attach from there. You also would import a perio chart here. If you were doing SRP or perio maintenance, you would be able to select a perio chart there and you would be able to import that. Once you have selected what you want on here, you'll just close and then make sure you designate how many x-rays are on there. If you're sending something through the document center or the perio chart, you're going to want to make sure that you also check that other attachments box there. With a crown, one thing that you need to be aware of is this prosthesis down here. You need to be able to give the insurance company whether this is an initial placement and fill in the date ordered. If it is a replacement, make sure you click that replacement, why we replaced it. Now it's limited characters, so you could put recurrent decay, or failed margin, but you've only got so many characters that will go in there, and then you put the prior date. You have to have the date in there, so that's something that is very important we get from the patient as far as when that original placement date was. This is also where you would, if this was an orthodontic claim, you would use this section down here. You would make sure that you check this box. You would put the date that appliances or braces were completely placed, and then you would put in here how many months are remaining on treatment. That's all information that goes in here, and it prints on the claim, and it's a lot of common information that the insurance companies are looking for. So once we have the images attached, we filled out the prosthesis boxes, whether it was an initial or a replacement. We go ahead and hit OK. And then in this box, our claim information does now show non-standard, which signifies to us that we now have attachments into that claim right there. This note box right here is where you're going to put the narrative for the insurance company. So this is where you would put why we did the crown. If it's an initial placement, I always put initial, and then I'll just put MOD, decay, or whatever it is in there. If it's a replacement, we could put replacement, failing margins, recurrent decay, as to why it was done. If you're not sure why it was done, check the claims, check not the claims, excuse me, check the clinical notes, and always ask your doctor. If you don't have a narrative prior to the patient being seen, make sure that that's something that's addressed prior to the patient being seen. It's a good morning huddle item to discuss if we don't have a narrative as to why we have that. Once we have attachments and our narrative in, we're going to go ahead and hit print, and then we're going to send it to batch. And that will tell us down here in this claim status note that we have batched this claim. At this point, we can go ahead and close the claim, and we have done everything needed for the claim, doing the attachments and preparing that to be sent with everything. What we're looking for is, like I said, a narrative and an x-ray or perio chart as to why we're doing the treatment that's been done. This is what is counted in your claim corrections. If you don't have your x-ray, or you don't have a narrative, or you don't have a perio chart, that is something that Ashley is doing for us, and they are claim correcting that for us. At the end of the day, we make sure that all the claims are in there, make sure that all that information has been sent. The following morning, when we get notification that our insurance department has gone through and verified that all of our claims are good to go, we go back into our office manager, and we want to send our claims. So this little lightning bolt, as you can see, it says electronic claim submission. When we hit that button, this pops up by default, and if it doesn't, you can go ahead and change it. So it says all medical dental claims, and make sure you're only sending for your current view. You do not want to be on current clinic. You do not want to be on all clinics. Make sure you're on current clinic, and then you will do that to send your claims. It's going to pop up like this. Now I got an error because the ID is missing, so it gives you an idea why that claim will not send. So go ahead and go fix those things, and then you can put that together. Thank you so much, and good luck.